Hey, how you guys doing out there? This is Stefan Jimenez, and I'm here to present you the DFS Daily Dose for August 29th. Remember, if you want to watch our full video, go subscribe to our YouTube channel at RotoBeast. And get all the great content. It's absolutely free. We want to help you guys make some money, and we'll make some money as well doing this. So let's jump into the slate. We'll start at pitcher. Obviously, Chris Sale is going to be the chalk. I like Chris Sale. Yes, he got blown up last start by the Cleveland Indians, but the guy is still a top 5 pitcher. He's had awesome numbers this year. He leads the league with a 12.77 K per 9 rate. He's a really good pitcher. And unfortunately, the Cleveland Indians, they found a way to hit Sale. They have his number, but they're pretty much really the only team that I even know that hits him hard like that. I mean, it was very shocking for us last start. But we got to just move on. DFS, it's a different day. So Sale's going to be our top pitcher today. He's going to be the chalk. Toronto has been okay, but they're not too good. The only people he really has to watch out for is Donaldson and Morales. Both of them, they have 2 home runs each off them, although they are batting under 200. It's like a small sample size, 2 for 15 or something like that. So even though they do have 2 homers off them, they don't have good numbers. He throws hard, they swing hard, they get little lucky contact, and they hit a home run. So I'm gonna start with Sale. He's my best pitcher. Next, I like Jake Arrieta. The dude's actually been pretty good. He's going against Pittsburgh. Who are pretty right-handed heavy. Arrieta does struggle against lefties, but the Pittsburgh, they really don't have any good lefties. The only person you really got to worry about is Josh Bell. Besides that, Jaso, Adam Frazier, who may not even be in the lineup because he got hurt the other day. They don't have any good lefties, so I think this is a great spot for Arrieta. He holds righties to a 266 WOBA. And the dude's just hot right now, straight up. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less in his last 8 straight starts. I like Arrieta. He's going to be my second favorite pitcher of the day. If I was going to pay down a little bit from both of them, I'm going to have to go with the kid, go with Luke Weaver from the Cardinals. This guy has just been good this year. Plain and simple, there's not really much else to say about it. He had a great in the minors this year with a 10.7 K per 9 rate in his first 60 major league innings this year. Milwaukee, they do have major pop in the lineup, don't get me wrong, and they're in Milwaukee's park, which is a hitter's park. So those are the bad things going for Luke Weaver. The good things for him is that this matchup for the Brewers, it's very below average, matchup. It's not a good matchup for them, and they K a league worst 25.7 Ks per inning. So they strike out a lot. So I really like Luke Weaver. Even if he gives up a home run, solo, 2-run shot, but he's racking up those Ks, and I think he's still a great play in all formats. So that's kind of where I'm at for pitching-wise. We'll move on to the bat. So we'll start with the obvious, is the Colorado Rockies. They disappointed yesterday. And today, going against Fulmer. Fulmer is a pretty good pitcher. It's not really the ideal matchup for the Rockies. The positive that they got going for them is that they're at home. They're a lot better at home. So, that's really what they got. But, also Fulmer, he's struggled since the All-Star break. He's had a problem giving up home runs. And in Colorado, you don't want to have a problem giving up home runs because you can easily give up 3 or 4 in one night if your stuff is not locating the way it should be. So we'll start with the Rockies. They're the number 1 team on the board. Next, we'll go with the Reds. The Reds are going against Flexen. Flexen is just terrible. The dude is not good. He's been getting knocked around. He gives up a 389 WOBA to lefties, a 422 WOBA to righties, and a 187 ISO, which is ridiculous. And he's going into Great America Small Park, which is a hitter's park. Oh, yeah, this dude's going to get rocked. He's allowed 20 walks and only got 19 strikeouts in his last 28 innings. So he's giving up a lot of bases, and this is actually a really good spot for Billy Hamilton as well. If Billy Hamilton could get on base with the walk, he could easily get you a quick 12 to 18 points with a couple steals, score. So I really like the Reds as my second favorite offense tonight, going against Flexen. Next, we'll move on to Detroit. They're in Colorado, no surprise. They're going against German Marquez, who's the guy's been pretty decent this year. But he has had some regression in his past couple starts. And, in Colorado, it's not really a good recipe that you're really looking for. He gives up a 328 WOBA to righties, a 343 WOBA to lefties. So I like the Detroit Bats tonight. They're in Colorado, like I was saying, so they are going to, put up some runs. Balls fly out there. So definitely, if you can fit a couple Detroit Bats in your lineup, go ahead and go that route. Now we'll move on. Our fourth team of the night is going to be the Houston Astros. I really like the Astros tonight going against Martin Perez. The guy's just bad. He gives up a 350 WOBA to right-handers, a 269 WOBA to left-handers. So I'm targeting right-handers more, going against Martin Perez. But, another thing about this game, too, is I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I don't know if the Texas Rangers, they didn't want to help the Astros with what's going on in Houston or whatnot, but I heard that the Texas Rangers and the Astros are feuding big time right now, that the organizations are really going at each other. So, this created a lot of bad blood. And so, Houston, they're going through a lot right now, and if somebody, didn't want to help them, they could be extra mad today, and I could really see them going after Martin Perez and putting up a 10 spot. We know that their offense could do it. They got some pieces back now. My favorite two plays in their offense right now is going to have to be Altuve and Gaddis, which both actually have good numbers off Martin Perez. So I really like those guys. I like the Houston Astro righties. I think they're a great offense today, and they're definitely in play. Next, and this one hurt so bad, is we just got burned by this. But the Twins going against James Shields, the worst pitcher in the league. He just threw a complete gem against them. He made us look bad. We picked them. We were all in going against James Shields. And this dude, he threw a great game. Cost us some money that night. But, it's DFS. You have to move on. You have to, you can't think about the past. You can't go with recency bias. And load up the Twins against James Shields today. I love Dozier. I love Polanco. I love Buxton. They all have 2 home runs at least against James Shields. So Twins, usually they would be against James Shields would be my top offense, but they just let us down the other day, so they got bumped down a little bit. But they're still firmly in play. So if you can fit some Twins in, definitely get some Twins in. Next, we're gonna go with. This one is pretty much just a game stack. I really like both sides of this game. You got the Washington going against Vance Worley, who's a reliever turned starter. You got the Marlins going against Edwin Jackson. I think you can stack both sides of this game and be good. We just stacked against Vance Worley on, I think it was Sunday with the Phillies, and they gave us 9 runs. So definitely, I think this is a full game stack. On the Marlins side, I really like Yelich and Stanton. On the Washington side, I like Rendon. I like Michael Taylor if he's back in the 2 spot. And I like Worth, came back from the DL yesterday, hit a home run. I like those 2 guys. I really like this game, both sides of it. And last, I'm sorry I'm throwing a bunch of offenses out there. It's a monster slate, 15 games. So that means there are a total of 30 teams. So, I just try to break it down as much as possible, get you some ideas of what I like. The last team I'm going to go with is I like the Cubs going in cool today. I really like the lefties. He gets hit hard by lefties. Zobrist, Schwarber, Rizzo, they're all in play. I really like them a lot, and I wouldn't, Cool's a little bit better against righties, but I wouldn't just stay away from the righties, but I definitely would focus on the Cubs lefties today. So that's where I'm at for the day. Like always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave comments below, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what we should keep, what we need to improve on. You know, we want to make this, you know, the best informative video that you watch every single day, so you never have to do any more research after you watch this video. You can go straight to Fanduel or DraftKings and make your lineup based on what you got from us. So have a great day, and I'll see you later.